day outside. Nice day to see your tax preparer. It is Tax Tuesday, and joining us now is tax expert Jim Kopenhofer with Jackson Hewitt Tax Services. Thanks for joining us, and this is very timely. We're about, what, 3 weeks away from the deadline?
Yeah, getting close, getting on down there.
And you're seeing an interesting group of folks who are coming in during this lull that's starting to pick up. Among them, folks who have filed their returns, or rather began preparing them, and then suddenly they don't feel right or something doesn't add up, and they're saying, can you help me?
Yeah, we got some of that going on. There's a new form this year for folks that may have some stocks, and I want to say, particularly if you're thinking about waiting until April the 14th, that new form may set you back a little bit of time. So be sure you're aware of that, and don't wait too late on that. Come see us if you need some help.
Okay.
What else we got going on here? We're seeing folks come in that don't have pensions like we used to have. And I think the emphasis needs to be that you need to manage your own retirement. You need to take a more active role. IRAs are certainly a good way to do that. We've got your traditional IRA and your Roth IRA, and both of those can help people put money away for the future.
And someone can do something about that now to affect their 2011 taxes.
You betcha. It's not too late. If you put some money into a traditional IRA, let's say you put $2,000 in today, you'll see cash back, savings of $200, $350 right away on your tax return. That's real money. If you don't need that real money this instant, put it into a Roth IRA. It'll grow for a long time, and when you take it out, it'll be tax-free. That's a great future for you, tax-free.
Jim, you're also wanting to talk about folks who have done their own returns and they're not confident in how well they've done them, and you will take a look at them.
Yeah, please come on by. Call the Jackson Hewitt office, make sure we get you at a good time, make a little appointment or whatever. Come on in and see us. Let us work through it with you. If there's no changes for it, go on your way. You know, if we see something we want to change or recommend for you, we'll be glad to prepare your taxes for you.
Now, does this include a fee for you to look over what they've done?
Now, come on in. We'll do that for free. You just take a look through it. If we got to make some changes or something, then we'll have to charge you, of course. But we'll be glad to look it over.
All right. Now, if you catch mistakes, what are some of the mistakes that you have been seeing so far for folks who are doing it themselves?
We're seeing where they've messed up on stocks. We're seeing where they messed up on bonds, or they sold it, things like that. They left off some interest. They didn't quite know how to take care of foreign taxes or foreign income. So we're seeing those. We were talking before the show, a lot of this happens a year later when the IRS sends them a letter saying things are not matching in the computer.
So you're saying some folks are getting letters right now about stuff they did a year ago?
Exactly. We had one just the other day came in. The IRS was not aware of how he filed for his IRA. And we were able to help him get that straightened out.
Now, does this letter mean that an audit is underway, or there could be an audit? Because some folks just see that word or hear it, and right away, you know, it's alarm bells going on.
Yeah, now that's a very good question. Mostly what we're seeing is, I would call them computer-generated matching. It's not really an audit, but it does spur a requirement to answer that letter right away. If you answer the letter, tell them here's what's going on, or maybe they just want some more information. It's not really what we used to consider a full-blown audit.
And is that something I can also bring to you to say, hey, Jim, can you take a look at this letter and translate it for me?
Please. I think we do a great service with that. We had one just the other day, came in with another letter, and we went through it with them, and we said, we need to call the IRS because you did it right, but we'll be glad to get on the phone to the IRS with you. And it worked out.
Great. Jim Kopenhofer with Jackson Hewitt, thank you very much for joining us.
Super. My pleasure. Shout out to Williamsburg.
Oh, we're giving shout outs this midday. All right, and we have just kicked off our live tax tips chat on WAVY.com. A Jackson Hewitt tax expert is on hand to answer your questions live in our online chat until 1:30 this afternoon. And we'll be back here next Tuesday with Jackson Hewitt. And until then, you can give them a call at 1-800-234-1040 for answers to your tax questions, or you can email them to midday@wavy.com. Still ahead.